The cryptocurrency market just broke a $3 trillion market cap. Yes, we've been here again, we've been here before, but at the same time, we're celebrating this. This is exciting because we're starting to see the market turn around, and that's exactly what we need if we want to see an altcoin season. And I personally think that altcoin season, if we do have one again, it will be ushered in Q3, Q4 of 2025 with the approval of a lot of these crypto ETFs. And we're going to cover some of those today. We're going to talk about the the potential acquisition of Circle by Ripple. I'm going to give you guys those details there. Bitcoin broke. I think we're trading at like $97,000. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm excited. Plus, there's a lot of stablecoin things that are coming out. And of course, I'm going to give you guys my unfiltered takes on that. Also, tomorrow morning, I am going to be streaming at 10 a.m. Really quickly. I've got my funeral tomorrow. So I've got pre-recorded media for you guys, and I've got I'm going to be streaming at 10 a.m. before my sister comes to get me. And then we're going to go to the funeral. And hopefully I'll feel better next Monday. We'll see. We don't know. We might not feel better. We still might be mad. We don't know yet. But anyways, good morning. Let's go ahead and give a shout out to all the babes on YouTube. Shout out to TikTok. Shout out to Twitch, to Rumble, to YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and TikTok. Good morning to Mr. R, to John Legend, Soul, Mr. D, Miss Gorgeous Mystical Oaks, and Mr. R. And if you want to become a channel member on YouTube, it's like $4 a month or $5 a month. And I give you special shout outs. You help support me, and it just supports the channel, helps me continue to do what I do. I also have these amazing partners up here. They help me sustain the channel. So thank you to them, and thank you to them for appreciating the work I do. We'll be back with that though, because I got some stuff to catch up with you guys on that. But first and foremost, really quickly before we get into that stuff, if you have not used my ref link, my code WendyO, to save 10% for Bitcoin 2025 tickets, and you're planning on going, you need to do that. It's incredibly important. Why is it important? Well, I'm going to be going. A lot of really awesome people are going to be going, and there's going to be a lot of alpha, just like there was last year. So again, use my ref link, go to the concert. It's going to be super fun. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I haven't been for a while, but I'm going. I'm not hosting an event, but it's going to be super fun. So make sure you guys come, use my link, WendyO, save 10%, because the tickets go up like all the time. So go and do that. That helps support me, the channel, yourmom.com. Now, let's go and get into what's going on with the news over here. So and this came out from one of the DGen news. They says, the crypto market cap reclaims $3 trillion, which is amazing. I think the total stock market cap is like 130 trillion or something. Or billion. No, trillion. It's got to be trillion. Somebody fact check me on that. But this is what we're looking like. On the weekly, Pangu is up because of all the stuff happening in Dubai. And again, with Dubai, there's always a lot of really cool announcements and things that come out. So there's that. This was going on with crypto bubbles and some of the winners. Walrus, I think that this has to do with SUI. That's why that's up. S is for Sonic. Shout out to Brett, and shout out to everybody else that's making money right now. Okay. Now, taking a quick look at the total cryptocurrency market cap, this was our area here, $3 trillion, and we do need to flip it. Okay, we do need to flip it, but the total cryptocurrency market cap is making some nice strides, and this is good. This is exciting. Very, very, very exciting. Gamer, what is the entire stock market cap? Okay. So this is great, fine, fantastic. Then the next level is going to be like $3.24 trillion. And again, with the ushering in of the crypto ETFs, we're going to see the increase of the entire cryptocurrency market cap, especially if they're spot ETFs, because with spot ETFs, in most cases, you actually have to physically hold the intangible asset to custody it. So it should add, an analyst said it could add up to $8 billion per crypto asset or per crypto product. We will see how that works. I'm personally very, very, very excited. I do know that, where is it over here? Yeah, we got a lot of Hedera news, a lot. SUI, remember I bought $100 of SUI? Woo. So 21 Shares has issued, they filed an S1 to get a SUI ETF. This means one day you'll be able to get SUI exposure directly from your brokerage account. This is not super sexy. This is not super crypto-y, but at the same time, if this is going to pump our bags because the entire financial system's collapsing, we got to grift just like the big boys, honey. So let's do it, okay? Let's do it. So I'm excited about that. That's another one. Also, too, for Mr. James S. I always call him Jeff. I don't know why. But C, this one is going to be a C staked ETF. Okay, so Canary Funds officially files a prospectus with the SEC for a staked C ETF. This is going to be good because if this gets approved, this means that whatchamacallit, the Ethereum ETF will get approved. And if Ethereum ETF gets approved, that's good for us because that means it will help our bags. Okay, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get our bags pumped as much as possible. And hold on, you guys, because I do have some information regarding. No, Gamer, I know that total one is the total market cap for crypto, but I'm talking about stock market. Good morning to Mr. John Germain over here. But that being said, we want to make money, man. We're here to make some money. We're here to make some money. So that's what's going on. But let's go ahead and do a quick market update over here. Taking a look at Bitcoin, we broke above the $96,000 or the $95,000 area. Now we're clearly above it. And I had kind of talked about a potential. I talked about like really Bitcoin kind of fighting for to regain, to flip resistance into support with all this consolidation here. And people are like having a meltdown about it. The key is going to be reclaiming and sustaining above $95,000. That's exactly what we're doing. So just as long as we get a close here above the weekly, I'm fine, fantastic. And this could have actually marked the local bottom over here, the $74,000 area, which Arthur Hayes called incredibly well. Now, taking a look at the 4-hour chart looks fine to me with Bitcoin. Ethereum is above 1852. Really with Ethereum, we got to get, let me actually zoom out so I can get a better picture over here. Okay. With Ethereum, let me see. We really need to reclaim like $2,300 with Ethereum. Solana is looking gorgeous as well. It does look like that was the local bottom. Solana is getting ready to retest 158 and flip it. SUI is just consolidating between 380 and 332. God bless myself. XRP is doing its thing. We need to get that flip above $2.40. Link doing its thing, trying really hard to reclaim about 1484. HBAR doing the same thing. Really nice bounce from this low swing wick low here at 17 cents. Back up. What else? That's it for now. But let's go ahead and get into some more news, okay? This is exciting. So is the bull market back? Well, we've been in a bull market, in my personal opinion. And I think that what we have seen happening is that we've just seen a lot of market uncertainty. A lot of buyers and sellers are kind of like freaking out. People don't know what to do. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much, gorgeous Alexandra. So but now with that being said, what's going on? Just stuff. We've always been in a bull market. It's just a little bit different than it is last cycle. And you need to understand that each market acts a lot different than previous markets. Okay. I think that this is a super cycle. I also think this is going to be the last bull run that we see in crypto. We're going to start, cryptos are going to start trading like stocks. That's what I personally think. Now let's go ahead and get into this Ripple news because it's exciting. So this is from Bloomberg. Ripple offered to buy stablecoin rival Circle for up to $5 billion. I did a quick, short for you guys on YouTube. I did one on TikTok, IG, everywhere, kind of giving you guys the basics of this, but let's go ahead and cover it in a little bit more depth because this is a very, very important story. So Ripple made a $4 to $5 billion bid for Circle. Circle rejected it, calling it undervalued. Ripple is still interested, but has not decided on a new offer. Both companies declined to comment. Circle cited SEC quiet period rules. They just don't want to talk about it. So a lot of people are saying Circle's worth $5 billion. Some are saying $6 billion. Some are saying $9 billion. We really don't know. And I actually watched this very interesting clip by Tucker Carlson yesterday. This is going to segue into what we're talking about. So just bear with me. I don't care if you like Tucker or not. But this woman that he spoke with, I'm going to put it in the chat for you guys. And I want you to, and we can pin it in the we're actually mixing. If we can put it in the description, that would be great. This is about the traditional financial system. And I really want you guys to watch this clip. It's 13 minutes. And it's from one of the Tucker Carlson interviews. And he's speaking to this woman in TradFi. And she kind of breaks down the monetary system and what's going on with the monetary system. And CBDCs are involved and stable coins are involved in this conversation. So I want you to go back. I want you to listen to it. Again, please be advised that this clip is chopped up. They're just kind of pulling the most relevant stuff. So I want you to listen to it yourself. fact check me, go listen to the original source, whatever you have to do. Okay. But it's very good information. Very, 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 very good information. But basically, the United States of America has been in the toilet since late 60s, and they're revamping the monetary system, and they've been doing that for years. And with the ushering in, or with the panorama that happened, that talks quite a bit about that and CBDCs and how that can impact you with money. So basically, what they're doing is they want. This is why, like, I'm happy for Ripple that they've got RLUSD. Stable coins are needed, but they're not good. They're not good. But you know what? I am going to grift alongside ethically with the rich people because I want to be rich and I want to be able to give back, and that's the best way that I could do it. So that's all I'm going to say. But as far as stable coins go, what Ripple's doing, what Circle's doing, Tether, it's all for a greater bad. It's not really for good. Is it nice to have like instant payments and whatnot? Yes. But at the same time, giving up your freedom and being tracked and, having your money frozen and all those things, that was a little bit scary. Okay. That's a bit scary over here. So, well, that's CBDCs are same thing as a central bank. That's what it is. So is it good or bad? So even though I just gave my opinion, but let's go ahead and talk about the crypto aspect and why this is bullish for Ripple. If this actually does happen. Well, if this does in fact happen, if Ripple is able to acquire Circle, which I don't know if they're going to be able to or not, because Circle is a chosen one. The Fed, it's all the central bank, the Fed, it's all one big private group of people. So that being said, it'll be good for your Ripple bags. Very, very, very good. Now, will Ripple be able to successfully acquire Circle? I don't think so. I think because I think Circle's a chosen one for the CBDC. And I think that, we've got Brian Armstrong from Coinbase, who's already like well in with the government over there. And they're a big investor into Circle and whatnot. And I think that the Circle people, I think that they got a special license in New York that a lot of people weren't able to get. But either way, stablecoins are not good. And the fact that we are focusing on all this stablecoin regulation instead of crypto regulation tells you what the exact priorities are. It's to essentially control the monetary supply and reflip it. And it may put the bill back to taxpayers. That's what it is. And it's very, very unfortunate because a lot of money that is spent by the public servants is not, we can't track it. We don't know where it's going. We have no idea where it's going. And the reason why that's problematic is because they spend and they will print whatever they want to print. And then we foot the bill. We foot the bill, which is not okay. I've just absolutely had it with it. And again, we were like, okay, cool. Blockchain technology is going to make all this stuff transparent for government spending. No, it's not going to. So, but let's go talk about why it's bullish for our bags. I just have to get that out because then I'll get pissed off at myself for not doing that. And this is also from our buddies over at Good Morning Crypto. Wonderful people. But I just thought that this was funny over here. This is Michael Arlington. I forget what company he works for. One of the big boys. But David Joel Katz Schwartz from Ripple says $6 billion, but that's our final offer. So apparently Ripple pitched buying Circle USDC for $5 million, but was rejected. And then Joel Katz said $6 billion. I don't think Ripple is going to sell. I don't think Circle is going to sell any way, shape, or form because they're the chosen ones. Interesting conversation, though, right? Very, very interesting conversation. Also, back to stablecoins. World Liberty stablecoin will be used to close MGX $2 billion Binance investment via Eric Trump. And this was reported from at Token 2049. So MGX made one of the first institutional investments in Binance. World Liberty Finance partnered with BitGo to launch USD1 in March, backed by short-term treasuries and cash equivalents, aims for high transparency and regulation. When they talk about high transparency, what type of transparency? Who's it going to be transparent to? We don't know. And they also do plan to integrate with the Tron ecosystem and just be like cross-border payment thing. Again, we are going to see multitude of stable coins come to the market, and I'm glad that there's some sort of regulation for them, but it's weird to me that they're focusing on that. But that's because the monetary supply is so screwed up in America with all the poor choices of the public servants. So they have to make a change. They're just going to roll it on to something else. They're just going to push it over there. There's two systems working at once, and they're pushing from one screwed up system to the next screwed up system. That's what they're doing. So that's why I want y'all to get as rich as you possibly can with crypto before it's over. before it's over. And about Bitcoin too, is Bitcoin compromised? I don't know. All that I know when we're talking about Bitcoin, now the Bitcoin devs are fighting, which I can't even explain what the heck's happening. Got to get Udi or someone on to ask about that, but it is what it is. Kind of scary stuff. But anyway, so Trump's World Liberty Finance is going to have, and also you guys drop comments, smash a like. Come on, don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. But you know, this is something that will, you know, do well and whatnot. And, you know, we've got some more stories about traditional finance. But before we go on to traditional finance, if you do care about your privacy, our partners over at Brave, Brave does not pay me. I do not pay them. We just shill each other. But basically, if you haven't gotten Brave, you probably should, especially if you value your privacy, if you want a built-in AI assistant, if you want a VPN. But Brave is really great for that. And it's free and you get to earn BAT, their native token. Also, too, they posted this. Fun fact, your device's battery drains faster when you have to load trackers or say pop-ups begging you to switch your default browser and Edge. So that's pretty interesting that they posted it, and I like it. So if you're always tired of your battery dying because you're too busy in the trenches, then go ahead and use Brave. Now, Bitwise Matt Hogan predicts Merrill Lynch, Morgan Stanley, Wells Fargo, and UBS will enter Bitcoin this year. He's 100% correct, and I believe him. Now, why? Why are they coming? We have 325 on Rumble. Really? Love this. We've got 331 on YouTube, and then on Tiki Tacky. What are my TikTok babes doing? Let's go see you guys over there. I think we have about 300 of you beautiful people over here. Beautiful people. Yeah, we've got 300 of you. Yeah. They said, TikTok said XRP seems stagnant at this price of $2.25. It is, but that's okay. Just be patient, honey. Be patient. Be patient. You got this. Also, make sure y'all smash a like on TikTok. All right. Thank you. Now, let's get back to this. Let's get back to this over here. Okay. So why haven't all these companies come into Bitcoin yet? Regulations, lack thereof. So are they going to come in? 100% they're going to come in. And these guys collectively manage over $10 trillion in assets. And they only offer Bitcoin ETFs to select clients. Full access could drive major ETF inflows, surpassing 2024's $35 billion record. So this is the problem. They only serve certain people. They only serve the elites, which is problematic. And this also happens with traditional financial assets and stocks and all kinds of stuff. They only serve accredited investors and above. And that's why it's so imperative that we remove the accredited investor law, because it's predatory. Now, Morgan Stanley, they're going to be offering crypto trading to E-Trade clients. The project may launch in 2026, and E-Trade manages $800 billion under assets under management. Again, this is more money that's coming into the crypto industry. It's going to pump your bags. What kind of crypto trading are they going to offer? I'm not exactly sure. But the targeted tokens include Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are fantastic. We love that. We absolutely love it. Oh, no. That's Charles Schwab. Oh, there's so many. Oh, my God. There's so many of these stories today. All right. This is Morgan Stanley. Okay. So Morgan Stanley manages 1.5 trillion assets under management. E-Trade has 800 billion, and they're going to target crypto and Bitcoin trading for Bitcoin and Ethereum as of right now. Once the ETFs are approved, we will see more of those come in because they'll be denoted as safe. Then the next traditional financial company is Charles Schwab. They said they're working on spot Bitcoin and crypto trading within 12 months. So they're going to get there. They're a little bit late. But Charles Schwab, they manage $10 trillion assets under management. CEO Rick Rustler says Schwab would be a great destination for crypto investors, and they're going to launch within 12 months. And then the next one from Cointelegraph, 31.2 trillion in capital is prohibited or restricted from Bitcoin ETFs across major U.S. wealth platforms, according to CIPHER Digital. Charles Schwab, Fidelity, Wells Fargo offer unrestricted access, while Vanguard completely prohibits Bitcoin ETFs. So we've got trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars that are waiting to pour into the crypto industry. And there's some people that are bearish, and there's some people that don't think that this is a super cycle. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Now, we got to get our Hedera news in. If you guys don't know, Hedera Foundation has been so gracious to partner with the O Show, everything crypto, every single day. We've got it disclosed everywhere, but we got to give some updates and some flowers to Hedera. Also, if you have not watched the video, I did a dedicated review for them yesterday just about Hedera, because they do so freaking much. It's hard to cover all of it, like hard to cover all of it. But we got a couple announcements from them that we have to discuss. But Equity, EQTY, is redefining governance, AI governance with full stack approach on Hedera. So they use Hedera, which allows, with the Hedera integration, it adds blockchain-based audit trails for transparency and tamper-proof records. This actually might be good for healthcare in some sort of way. I don't know exactly how. I haven't figured out how they're going to bridge the gap between healthcare and AI and crypto and blockchain and all that type of stuff. But this is absolutely wonderful. And I didn't even read this next part. Equity is built for highly regulated industries like finance, healthcare, and government. So now Hedera focuses the three selling points for me on why I am bullish on Hedera long-term: AI, DeFi, RWAs. And now in the sector of AI, they're focusing on industries like finance, healthcare, and government. They build AI systems by combining hardware, security, cryptography, and governance tools, and offer platform managing and verifying AI systems across their life cycle. Equity, Intel, and NVIDIA launched verifiable compute in 2014, and it addresses a critical need in the AI industry for trust verification, particularly as AI agents become more and more prevalent, which is freaking amazing, which is awesome. And again, this is going to just continue to sustain them, in my personal opinion. Gamer had said something. Where is it? Oh, yes. Gamer actually brought in AI over here with NVIDIA, or technology, but he says there's rumors that NVIDIA is adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet, which makes sense why Bitcoin is, could be part of the reason why, but at the same time, this is all wonderful news. Like, it's all wonderful news, and this is all coming together. And this is part of why you have a diversified portfolio. Next, from Hedera, AI agents are already managing trades, portfolios, and liquidity across DeFi. So in a CoinDesk piece, Greg L. Bell of the HBAR Foundation, shout out to Greg, breaks down why the new wave of DeFi is changing everything. So I think that this is super cool over here. Again, and DeFi, I don't even know how to say it, decentralized AI-driven finance. And they're talking about VanEck predicting growth from 10,000 to 1 million agents by the end of 2025. AI agents are already super active in DeFi, which we know about, and they operate with growing autonomy, which raises liability concerns. Risks include market manipulation, MEV front-running sandwich attacks. Fast AI decisions may undermine market fairness and integrity. DLT offers transparency, accountability, real-time auditability, decentralized consensus, and immutability. And open source tools like ELIZA OS, which Hedera is like kind of working with and doing stuff with, enable compliant, verifiable AI agent interaction that complies AI autonomy with blockchain-based oversight, and verifiable compute from Equity enforces trust on chain. Trust on chain. Then, of course, we have this next story over here. IBM unveils $150 billion investment in America to accelerate technology opportunity. I wonder what sector of technology they're putting money into. It consists of 39 leading organizations, enterprises reflecting up to 11 industry sectors globally. IBM is also part of the Hedera Governance Council, which is probably really important. They're also focusing on computing and mainframe computing and quantum computing. Now, why am I talking about all this? Well, because I've been telling you guys, if you want to get rich, if you want to make money in crypto, focus on the crypto projects that I don't recommend buying anything ever. The only thing that I recommend you probably should be holding on to is going to be Bitcoin. Because I think I can say that. I think it's a commodity, so I can't get in trouble for saying buying Bitcoin. But you should not buy anything at all. If you do want a financial advisor, Dame down below, he's my licensed financial advisor. He could help you with that. I can't do that. All I tell you to do is I think that solid projects offer DeFi, AI, and RWAs. If you can find a solid project that has that, I would do additional research on it. And I also think a lot of the projects that have that, they're listed on the Made in USA page on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, and you can start your journey there. I do a lot of educational stuff and brand awareness for different things, but just because I talk about something doesn't mean you should buy it. You should look at it and say, what are the pros? What are the cons? Does it make sense? And you need to figure it out for yourself. That's all. But yeah, we've got our IBM over here and Hedera. Excuse me. Now let's talk about Ethereum. Ethereum's capitulation suggests Ethereum price is undervalued. This is from Fidelity. Fidelity just wants their bags pumped, which is great because I need my bags to be pumped too. So we love that. We love that. We love that. Absolutely love it. Also too, there's going to be, this is just the technical analysis. I need Ethereum to go back to 4,000. I just need to hit $10,000 and I could not retire, but I can feel a little bit more comfortable about my financial situation. But just some really fundamental analysis for Ethereum. They're going to be really working on the base layer because I know that's what people want. And, people are pissed off about it. But apparently the devs are finalizing 2 new standards aimed at improving cross-chain clarity. The current issue is there's no standard way to show which chain an address belongs to. You know what? That makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense, which causes confusion on potential losses. The first new standard provides machine-readable format to identify the correct chain, and the second offers human-relatable addresses. It improves user experience for wallets, apps, protocols by reducing cross-chain errors. That's important. Yeah, but this article says Ethereum's is not valued or undervalued. So great, fine, fantastic. Continue to pump my bags. We already talked about the C and the SUI ETFs, which are great. The C one would be staking, which would love it. And also too, U.S. crypto groups, they're urging Hester Peirce to, my head is itching. They want clarity from the SEC on staking, which I think is incredibly important. Very, 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 very important, in my personal opinion. But 30 groups led by the Crypto Council for Innovation urged the SEC for clear rules on staking. The letter was sent to Ms. Peirce April 30th, and groups claim staking is technical, not an investment activity, and that they request principles-based guidance similar to mining and warn strict rules could stifle innovation. Bloomberg analysts suggest staking ETF may come in May. We'll see. We're in May now. Now, what does that mean? I wish that Ethereum would have stayed on. Oh, thank you. Not what that. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is all I do, man. We do this all day. Why do we need staking? First and foremost, mining is more, proof of work is more secure than staking. In addition to that, I'm okay with staking. It is kind of an investment vehicle in a way, but at the same time, you need to be able to stake to run a successful governance and to keep that decentralized aspect, whatnot. But anyways, there's that. Also, really quickly, really quickly. This over here, this article here, 21 billion tokenized RWA market is doubtful. Institutions and interested. This is from Plume CEO. I don't know who Plume is. I've never heard of them. Who is Plume? Who is he? He says it's too early for institutional adoption. Honey, look at BlackRock. BlackRock is really pushing RWA, so I think you should probably sit down. I don't agree with you. He said the current value estimates around 21 billion, which he says is likely overstated. Real value may be closer to 10 billion, and treasuries in gold, or mostly in treasuries of gold. Institutions see RWA tokenization as a profit opportunity, not just cost saving. No major institutional capital is on chain yet. You want to know what? I don't like this story. This story's stupid. Yeah, no crap. There's not a whole lot of money in RWAs or whatever the hell right now. Because guess what? We don't really have the regulations because all the public servants are so concerned on stablecoins. And the reason why they're so concerned on stablecoins is because they want to fix the monetary policy that they've been screwing up since the 60s because they've just been passing the bill down to the taxpayer. And we're tired of it. So what they're going to do is they're going to reset the entire system, make everything digital, and then all hell's gonna break loose. I'm crappy. I'm irritated with all this. This is wrong. I don't like it. I don't like it any way, shape, or form. And you want to know what? You want to know why we can't track everything? All the stuff with the monetary system. You want to know why we can't track everything? Because there's certain disclosures that TradFi doesn't have to oblige to. Because when the SEC was set up and all these agencies that were set up to protect us, no. That's why things are not transparent. Plume is an RWA platform. He's going to wreck himself. Yeah, mixing. You tell them. And you tell them in the British accent too. And you go and you serve them some beans on toast for breakfast. Yeah. You tell them. You tell them over there. Not on the baked potato. Not with tuna. Anyways. So all these people are full of crap. We don't even know how much money is in the traditional financial system because they don't have to disclose everything. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Also, too, before we get going, I need to be mad at this. And you need to be mad at this, too. If you're not mad at it, I'm going to be mad for you. Where's this dodo at over here? Where is he at? Where's this ding dong? Where the hell is he? This guy over here. Don't like him. Don't like him at all. Hey, why is this the wrong one? Oh. Mixing, we got the wrong link. It's okay, though. All right. We got the wrong link, but don't worry. So Sam Altman, I'm going to just read it to you, and we could be mad with me. I don't buy viewers. I don't buy anything. Everything's organic from the people from Twitch. One of the things I'm going to tell y'all, too, is I don't buy views. I don't buy followers. I've never done any of that. Number one, I don't know how to do that. Number two, I'd be too scared to do that because it's weird. Number three, like, imagine just talking to yourself, how freaking weird that would be. I could just talk. I can just talk to my kid. I can just talk to my 8-year-old about life. Yeah, we're irritated. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, can you send me some rainbow cookies? No, I'm going to be mad about this. So, Sam Altman's eye scanning crypto project World launches in the U.S. It's in Atlanta, Austin, L.A. You don't come to L.A. and you stay out of the hoods. You stay away from my people. Miami, Nashville, and San Francisco. They use the orb devices to scan your eyeballs. And users receive like $5 of their native token. They currently have 26 million global users, so we'll just call them global ding-dongs. 12 million have been verified. Those people are even more bigger ding-dongs. And World ID can be used on platforms like Minecraft, Reddit, Telegram, Shopify, and Discord. Get the hell out of here with that. Why the hell am I going to give you my biometric data when I could just type a password in and use like a disposable email address? Get out of here. Match Group, owners of Tinder, are plotting Worldcoin ID users for verifications. Cool. Target the dumbest people in the world. Well, actually, that's not nice to say. I just don't use dating apps. I think that they're weird. But go ahead and target the horniest group of people in the world. The guys and girls want to get off. So you're going to make them use their biometric data, scan their eyeballs so they can get off. Shame on you, Tinder. So you guys are just going to have to start going and picking women up at the grocery store or at the Chili's to go get Baja blasted. Maybe you have to start taking him out to Chili's. If a guy asked me out on a date and he's like, can I take you to Chili's? It was like our first date or whatever. I do like nice restaurants. I'm not a really big fan of chains either because I try to support the small businesses, but I do like Chili's because they have good burgers. I would say, yeah. If you asked me out for a coffee date, I would be, not that I would be insulted. I would just tell you no, Matt, immediately because I think that that's weird. Because I think that to go on first dates and to go on dates, nighttime is more sexy and it's more fun. So if you want to get Baja blasted with me at Chili's, that's wonderful. I would say yes. But I do like nice restaurants. And I would prefer to shop, like to go to a small business because I like to support those. But I understand economy is rough. Things are tight. But I'll still go to Chili's with you. And just know, if we go to Chili's, I'm ordering something on the 3 for $10 menu. But I might upgrade to the margaritas. I won't drink wine there because it's cheap wine. I'm very picky about my wine. It's got to be $20 or more. I have standards, but I will go get Baja blasted with you at the Chili's. Just as long as you come back home with me and we listen to records. Yeah, shame on you. They don't even give you chicken tenders. No, Ripple's going to stay in America there. But anyways, you guys, I need to go. I have a dental cleaning appointment, and then I have to go. I have to get my nails done because I'm going to the funeral tomorrow, and I can't go. There are small businesses, and I support them. I go to all the small restaurants, honey. I go to small restaurants as much as I can, but I will never turn down an opportunity to go. Yeah, no box wine. I can't do. I'm sorry. I can't do that. But I can't do, and I do get water. I do. I don't order soda. I don't. Why? Because I want to be able to eat more food. That's why, because I'm a fatty. But wine I'm a bit picky on. It has to be decent wine, at least $20 or above a bottle, number one. But I will go get Baja Blasted. I don't order sodas. I don't order juices because it's just more unnecessary calories. So I don't do that. I will get a carbonated water with like a lime or something. Okay, fine. Bye, John. John said I had to go. I'm going to hiss at you like I hiss at low. Anyways, you guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Quick live stream. I don't do soda. Okay, bye.